everyone, my name is Elaine and today I'm going to be sharing what I feel is the best thing about each Unison League class. I'm just going to jump right into things, starting with the Cleric. The Cleric has the heals. Not only can they keep you safe with those heals, but they can remove debuffs and pesky status ailments like Paralyze with them as well. Moving on to the Mage. I love the fact that they have spells that heal your character. Mages make clericing easier, and as a cleric support main, or support cleric main, I said that kind of backwards, I adore that. Makes my life so much easier. It also makes it more difficult for the off-squishy mage to perish. Now some of you might be wondering why I didn't choose Ancient Spell. Let me tell you, Ancient Spell was my second choice. The potential for boop fails bumps it from first. Now the Soldier. Definitely Imperial Territory and Charisma, they're kind of a tie for me, which I guess doesn't make this the most fair list, but whatever, it's my list, I can do what I want. I really couldn't decide between these two, as I said, because they both make a soldier really, really awesome. Imperial Territory applies a reliant state to one ally and their adjacent allies with a max of 3 allies that nullifies Unison Gauge reduction 1 time. This move is amazing because it counters abilities such as negative pressure. Charisma's primary effect, however, is that it fills the Unison Gauge of all allies by 5, excluding yourself, and has a 20-second effect that has a 10% chance to ignore all physical and magic damage. Its added effect is that it increases your character's defense and magical defense by 20% for 20 seconds, so to make it clear, physical and magical defense are affected by this, essentially making it cheer with some pretty sweet buff effects. This is especially helpful for guilds depending on a cheer strategy to win, especially when one considers that the soldier can bring both it and cheer to help their team. The Lancer. Definitely negative pressure, which decreases the Unison Gauge of one enemy and their adjacent enemies with a max of 3 enemies by 10. Why? Because being a tiny little troll so your team can win unison battles is strangely satisfying. Now the Archer. Super high damage. Enough said. Now for the Rook. I was going to go with tanky AF, but then decided to go with Devoted Sacrifice, which can only be used on oneself. It applies a Divine Shield for 5 seconds, which causes you to receive all of the damage inflicted to your allies during this time. To expand on this, only you will take damage from both all party and multiple unit attacks, but damage received will increase with the number of targets the attacks were originally intended to hit. While this is an effect, your HP will not be reduced to 0. As a cleric main, I love this move because it makes it far easier to keep my allies alive. As a DPS, I love it because it helps my squishy butt survive, and as a mage specifically, I love it because it actually gives me a chance to use Ancient Spell. No booping, boopers! Now for the Treasure Hunter. I love their abilities which affect Unison gains and Unison Gauge capacity. The first is Treasure Hunt, whose secondary ability reduces a PC target's Unison Gauge gains by 1 for 15 seconds and increases your Unison Gauge gains by 1 for 15 seconds. The second is Extended Unison, which increases the gauge capacity of one ally and their adjacent allies, with a max of 3 allies, by 10 for 60 seconds. I like these two abilities because the first is a super satisfying troll move, which makes it easier for you to get Unison and use your monsters. And I like the second because it's a decent counter to the trolls who use moves like Negative Pressure and Emperor's Spine. Now the Berserker, the final class I'm gonna talk about. I like the fact that they have many different playstyles. You could use a mage build, more of an archer build, a lancer build, you get the idea. Their versatility makes them a lot of fun to play, and something that when you play a DPS is very easy to transition to because there are so many build options. And there you have it. That's what I feel is the best thing about each Unison League class. What did you think of my list? Do you agree with what I had to say? Or do you have a different opinion? Let me know down below in the comments. I'd always like to know what you guys think. If you like what you saw here today, please give me a thumbs up. I love those. Subscribe, hit that bell so you know what's up, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye guys. Thanks everyone for watching this video. Please note that any corrections and or clarifications will be listed down below in the description section. And if you like what you saw here today, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd always like to know what you guys think down below in the comments. Also, hit that notification bell so you know what's up, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye guys.